First off, I want to say thank you to all you guys out there. The channel just recently hit 2,000 subscribers, which is freaking amazing. It's like 2,000 more than I thought I would get. I want to shout out to the Autonerdz folks. I recently got an NVH kit. Trevor was able to locate me one and get it to me really quick. So thank you for that. And remember, if you guys need anything Pico wise, give Autonerdz a shout. Link in the description box. So this video is an FYI type of a video. Nothing fancy, no instructional. This is an ongoing problem that I keep finding on body style B18 Nissan Sentras. Basically, it's year 2020 to present. The MR20 engine. I've been finding various issues with everything from EGRs to oil temp. This is a coolant issue with a gauge fluttering, and I've been finding a lot of pin fit issues at the ECM. So straight up FYI, I'm just going to go over a few things I find and show you where I was hooked up. Standard coolant temp circuit, you have a 5 volts coming out. As the resistance changes here, your feedback's going to change, and then it grounds to itself. I'm only testing on this wire because I feel like that if the wire drops to ground, I'm either open or shorted. And if it goes up to 5 volts or 4.8 or whatever it's putting out, then that would maybe tell me that I'm getting opened on the ground circuit. And on the Pico capture, I'm going to show you. This was the capture that I got. You can see it's coming across, and as I'm wiggling the harness, the circuit did go open. Like I said, it could have been a short to ground, but given the history of what I've been finding with pin fit issues, I'm definitely looking for an open circuit here. I just want to let you know in the video you're going to see the eScan Elite. It's a scan tool. I put it in one other video before and someone thought it was an ATS eScope. It's not. I don't have an ATS eScope. I do use the eScan frequently. It's an OBD2 scanner. It boots up really fast. I mean, it comes online and gets me very basic data such as the coolant temp, probably 10 times faster than the factory scan tool. Hopefully Nissan's working on getting a little more horsepower, shall we say, with the Consult. It's definitely lagging a bit. So sample rate, I always run 1 microsecond. I did change the time base. We're using 1 second per division, which gives me a 10-second screen. So as I'm wiggling harnesses, looking down at the car, I can just simply turn my head every few seconds and then just see if I've hit the sweet spot, and I clearly did. So like I said, no big high tech. This is just an FYI, and thanks again for subscribing and sharing and liking, and man, the channel is just doing great, and I certainly appreciate that. All right, so we got a 2020 Sentra, check engine light on, temperature gauge flutters, very intermittent, car loses acceleration, probably power malfunction comes on in the dash. I've been finding a lot of pin fit issues on these Sentras. So I'm going to do some back probing at the computer, and I'm going to try to limit some of my diag time. Here's the codes. P0606, I'll show you something about that. The P01F0 is the problem, and I'm not sure why we've got an immobilizer code. The control unit codes will set, daggone, I dropped all my papers. If it sees something really crazy, I guess it could have a bad control unit, but see right here under coolant temp, you go across as -40. That's the sensor going open, whether it's a wiring pin fit or the sensor itself. Like I said, I'm going for pin fit right off the bat. And I believe when it sees that, it trips a control module code. I guess it's just so crazy, it blames itself. Not sure the logic behind it, but I've seen this 606 with some other weird sensor related problems. So I guess if this were by itself, I would concentrate on powers, grounds, and maybe the control unit, but being as I'm dealing with a coolant temp problem, I'm thinking that this is a result of that. So I'm going to set up under the hood. I'm going to start looking for some pin fit issues, and if I find anything, I'll bring you guys in. Thanks for watching. I was finally able to duplicate this problem, 2020 Sentra, with the coolant temperature intermittent code. I've been seeing a lot of pin fits with this body style Sentra, but wiggling harness down here, connector F24. I'm back probed here. I am pierced. I will fix that. But I wasn't able to catch it live for you guys. But I caught it on the E-scan. You can see the fallout right there. And then if you just measure it, you can see where the fallout was there. And then of course I had the scope running. And you can pretty easily see as I was wiggling the harness, I lost the voltage. And the fans would come on too, and of course it would trip a couple of coolant temp codes, and a power malfunction light would come on. I'm going to show you the pin fit problem here soon. I see a lot of pin fit issues on this body style Sentra. What I like to do is I like to take this little cover off, and Nissan makes a special tool to check these. I just simply use an old pin out of a harness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 6th pin over, and it is so hard for me to show you how loose this pin is on a camera, but I'm going to attempt to. I don't know what's in the frame there, but I'm just simply going to pull this out. I mean, it just pops out super easy. Now the pin beside it, I mean, it takes force to pull the pin out, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I mean, this guy is just as loose as a goose. So this is definitely an intermittent problem. With this body style Sentra with intermittent issues, man, I've been got to where I start going right to the computer and looking for this stuff. Like that's a good pin right there. Everything from EGR problems, which I did a video on, this one. I've seen oil temperature problems and probably some other things, all from pin fit. So you guys make sure you're checking them and check them right. Because with this plastic on there, you may be getting a false tight reading because of the plastic guide or whatever they call this. So take that thing off. It's pretty easy to get off, just 2 little tabs. And then get you a suitable tool, and you know, use a little common sense here. Don't be jamming a test light or anything silly down in there, or you will create some problems. But I'm going to solder in a new pin and get this thing back on the road. Thanks for watching.